Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Align Family Wellness Podcast, YouTube channel, or our Facebook page. Today, we are going to be talking about kids and sports in chiropractic care. Um, if you know much about my journey, I started chiropractic as a sports chiropractor. That's what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to treat, high school and college athletes my whole life, and which I still love and is still amazing. But, now we focus a little bit more on our smaller pediatric and babies, but we have a huge heart for our athletes. And I want to talk to you about why I feel like your child, no matter what age that they're playing sports, should be getting chiropractic care. It is just really, really important to me that kids in sports get adjusted. I am a mom of two kids that were very, very active. My daughter played three sports all year round. My son still plays three sports and is looking to play sports in college. And I do my best as their mom and as their chiropractor to really take care of them. And I feel that chiropractic has been so beneficial in their journey of sports and how they have been able to avoid injuries or come back from injuries, and just kind of be able to play three sports year round and keep their body conditioned well. So we just love it when kiddos choose to play sports. They are well rounded. Kiddos aren't afraid of hard work. They get their exercise in. They learn how to win and how to lose and how to be a good team player. But we want to teach you how to best support their growing bodies through all of this good stress. If you're like most parents watching from the sidelines, you've probably tried everything to help them perform. You are paying for extra pitching lessons, strength training, nutrition plans, mental and performance work. But while today's youth sports have been training harder, competing way more frequently than when we were little, and facing more physical and mental stress than ever before, most coaches and trainers completely miss the foundational system that controls every aspect of athletic performance, which is the nervous system. Even the most talented athletes can be limited when their nervous system is overstressed, dysregulated, and exhausted. It often starts not only with muscle tension and injuries, but also includes sleep challenges, anxiety, getting overwhelmed easily, having digestive problems, and so much more. So let's dive into how helping your child achieve optimal performance, recovery, and joy in the sports that they love through chiropractic care. So we need to understand how the nervous system controls athletic performance. So your child's speed, strength, balance, coordination, and reaction time are all regulated by the communication loop between the brain and the body through the central nervous system. When your young athlete sprints down the field, launches off the balance beam, steps into the batter's box, these movements aren't just about muscle strength. They begin from commands from the brain that must travel efficiently through their nervous system. But what we found is that even the most talented young athletes can be held back when their nervous system is overloaded, stressed, or out of sync due to what we call subluxation, which is physical interference in the spine. So subluxation is composed of three main components. Number one is misalignment and asymmetry, which is the source of all injuries. Things get out of alignment, kind of like a car, and then we break down and we start having injuries. Number two is tension, restriction, and reduced range of motion, which also sets you up for injuries. And number three is neurologic interference. The hidden cause of injury, burnout, and inconsistent performance is burnout in the nervous system. Through our experience, we consistently see the most common underlying reason young athletes struggle isn't their lack of effort or their talent. It's their nervous system interference, dysregulation, and exhaustion. So this interference occurs when stress on the body from all of their training, repetitive motions, emotional pressure, and poor posture, looking down at their phones all the time, creates neurologic tension that disrupts the communication between their brain and their body. When this communication is disrupted, their reaction time slows, their coordination can falter, their muscles tighten and fatigue faster, injuries happen way more easily, and recovery takes a lot longer. So we use INSiGHT scanning technology to pinpoint the exact areas of stress affecting your child's performance, rather than just worrying about the symptoms like their soreness or their tightness. We have a scan called a surface EMG, and it reveals how the brain communicates with the spine and the core muscles. We can see where they're holding tension, where they have asymmetries, compensation. These can all lead to impaired performance and raise injury risk. So, our HRV scan, our heart rate variability, assesses your child's nervous system's ability to switch between stress and recovery. So, it indicates if they're recovering well between their workouts and competitions. So these measurements help us provide a clear roadmap for making targeted adjustments that restore neurologic function, unlike generic care plans that overlook these underlying performance issues. So we want to build resilience and recover well. Today's youth sports environments are intense. I've been there. I get it. Multiple practice a week, weekend tournaments, travel, early specialization, constant pressure. It's no wonder that kids burn out by 12. My son took 2 years off of baseball because it was just too much, and said he was never going to pick up a baseball again. Um, Unfortunately, COVID hit, and that was the only sport they were playing at the time. So that's what brought him back to baseball. But it's a toxic environment a lot of times. Neurologically focused chiropractic care can enhance a young athlete's resilience by optimizing their vagus nerve and their parasympathetic nervous system, which is crucial for sleep, recovery, emotional regulation, and immune function. Temporary fixes like ice baths or anti-inflammatory medications can just mask symptoms. Our approach helps the body reset and repair at the root level, at the core, creating sustainable performance and lasting health. So whether you're a parent or a coach, it's time to give your young athlete every advantage possible, not just for better performance, but also for long-term health and athletic future. You invest in the best equipment, you drive to all the practices and tournaments, you work on their nutrition, their mental game, you spend all this money on the things. But what if you decided to invest in their nervous system and invest in their lifelong health and longevity? But if their nervous system is stuck in stress, they will never reach their full potential, and they have greater risk for injury and burnout. The difference between a good athlete and a great one is the invisible advantage, a fully connected, fully functioning nervous system that allows them to perform at their peak, recover quickly, and stay resilient under pressure. At our office at Align Family Wellness, we specialize in helping young athletes optimize their nervous system function through our INSiGHT Scan technology and our specific adjustments designed for growing and active bodies. We have seen countless athletes break through performance plateaus, recover faster from injuries, and rediscover their love for their sport through our care. And I can speak, through my own children's lives and how much chiropractic care is important to them and how it helps them perform at their very, very best, and how they are adjusted weekly, multiple times a week, depending on what sport they are playing. So we don't want you to wait till an injury sidelines your child. Get in here now, get their nervous system scanned. Let's figure out what's going on so we can create a plan so that they can perform at their optimal performance and just thrive. If you have questions, send us a DM, give our office a call. We would love to give you more information.